Live from New Delhi, you're watching DD India Live, India's voice to the world. I'm Ramesh Ramachandran. Coming up in the next 30 minutes. Abu Dhabi's Crown Prince Sheikh Khalid bin Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan attends a business forum in Mumbai. India and UAE companies exchange 10 agreements. Ukraine strikes Moscow in the biggest drone attack to date as Russian forces advance in eastern Ukraine. And Apple launches a made-in-India iPhone 16 series of smartphones loaded with all-new AI features. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Tuesday chaired the first meeting of the governing board of the Anusandhan National Research Foundation. It set the newly formed foundation's operations into motion. The foundation aims to seed, grow and promote research and development and foster a culture of research and innovation throughout India's universities, colleges, research institutions and R&D laboratories. The foundation acts as an apex body to provide high-level strategic direction of scientific research in the country as per the recommendations of the National Education Policy.
If India is to achieve sustainable development and be a world leader, it must be at the forefront of knowledge creation. The Anusandhan National Research Foundation aims to become a major driver of that process for India by harnessing India's vast research potential.
India-UAE Business Forum was held in India's financial capital, Mumbai, under the theme of Beyond SEPA, Innovation and Future-Ready Economies. The forum focused on the potential of healthcare, biotechnology, renewable energy, sustainability, AI, logistics and supply chains, and agricultural technology. India's Commerce and Trade Minister Piyush Goyal said that the vision of Viksit Bharat or Developed India has been encompassed in several visits and exchanges between the two countries.
Together, this relationship standing on the pillars of innovation, investment and sustainable development holds an outstanding future going forward. Friends, this transformation is very much in sync with the 50-year vision that the UAE has embarked upon and Honorable Prime Minister's own transformational journey for India.
Minister Goyal also met UAE's Minister of State for Foreign Trade, Thani bin Ahmed Al Zayudi. The leaders discussed opportunities under the India-UAE Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement and advancing bilateral trade relations through collaborative efforts. The forum highlighted India's commitment to fostering a forward-looking relationship with the UAE. It also saw participation from senior industry leaders and sector experts from the UAE and India. The event also witnessed exchange of 10 agreements between the UAE and Indian companies, including Organic, Agricultural and Processed Food Import and Promotion MOU, the Abu Dhabi Chamber and Confederation of Indian Industry, and more.
Today it's 70 billion parameters and it's the largest group of dialects in Arabic in the world. So we really feel that this is going to follow the same path, if not faster. We want to collect more data in across the Indian languages, I think, of which we already have started collecting a lot more. We want to find partners to work with in India to develop this model collaboratively. And I think in this specific area of AI, we have to work together to develop it. And we really hope that India will embrace this model and take it on and build it with us.
Indian medicines will see a significant share of the business across the globe, and we have already shown that some of those results already. Coming to personalized medicine and AI, I can tell you, I have seen the M42, the way in UAE they have developed. I think it is also a lesson for many of these Indian companies to work together, to collaborate together, and to see how it can bring, better results for us.
And joining me from Mumbai is my colleague Shyama Mishra. Shyama, tell us more about the event itself. Who all took part in it?
Well, Ramesh, we understand that it's been a decade that the thrust on both the countries, the partnership has been there, and now that we go deep into this partnership, we can say it has been strengthened. And this particular visit of the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi is a testament to that as well. Now, we also heard Union Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal saying this particular thing again, that where he emphasized that the 50-year Viksit Bharat journey of India, in this particular journey, the visit of Crown Prince is one of the major milestone, and also this is the 6th high-level meeting or the visit of from both the countries. We also understand that Prime Minister had earlier visited, and he had also given some of the pillars to go ahead, to work ahead on and to the Indian diaspora. And we could say that this particular business forum, the UAE India Business Forum, is an extension of that particular visit. Now, what we're talking about here is, you've mentioned earlier that there were exchanges of agreement. 10 agreements have been exchanged, and this is across various sectors. And also yesterday we had heard that Prime Minister was emphasizing that the untapped sectors should be actually explored. So here we are seeing that one of the exchanges, one of the agreements that were exchanged was learning of the Hindi LLM, and this was from the AI and the modern tech company G42, which is a huge company in Abu Dhabi, in UAE, and they have come up with this under the digital infrastructure platform. They have come up with Hindi learning, Hindi LLM, where the people, because we understand that UAE has a large number of expatriates, Indian expatriates, and they can, and UAE both can actually learn a lot from this particular app. Apart from that, we are also understanding in the aviation sector, between the global jet technique, Air Akasa, Air India
right.
Express, there were several agreements that were exchanged, and so on and so forth. So we understand a lot of exchanges have happened here,
right.
and since this is the financial capital, we are expecting that a lot of more business, a lot of more financial talks would be carried out from this particular visit until the next visit of someone from India or someone from the UAE.
All right, we'll leave it there. Shyama Mishra in Mumbai. Thank you. Appreciate it. In other news, India's External Affairs Minister Subramaniam Jaishankar is on a 2-day visit to Germany to review the entire gamut of bilateral relations and explore further opportunities for collaboration. The minister's visit to Berlin will lay the groundwork for Germany's Chancellor Olaf Scholz's visit to India next month. Germany stands as one of India's significant trading partners and a leading source of foreign direct investment. Minister Jaishankar attended the annual Ambassadors Conference of the German Foreign Office in Berlin on Tuesday. This conference brings together German ambassadors from around the world to discuss key diplomatic strategies and international relations. Addressing the conference, Minister Jaishankar stressed on the importance of good strategic relations between India and Germany.
We must also recognize the reality of interdependence and the limitations of our particular respective national capabilities. In a globalized existence, instability anywhere has consequences everywhere. It is untenable, therefore, for major nations to limit their horizons. But to act on that, it is necessary to forge partnerships and understandings. That is best done where there is comfort, where there is confidence, and where there is convergence.
In a panel discussion with Germany's Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock, Minister Jaishankar mentioned that India is a $4 trillion economy that has 8% growth prospects for decades further to come.
There is a very sharp realization at the highest levels of the government that we have to make India a more business-friendly country. It isn't just bureaucracy. Sometimes we have outdated regulations and laws. There's a big push to modernize all of that.
The gift city in the western Indian state of Gujarat is setting new standards as a leading smart city, boasting advanced infrastructure such as the automated waste collection system. India's Minister of New and Renewable Energy, Prasar Joshi, visited Gift City to see the innovative system in action and understand its operations. DD India's Tapas Bhattacharya has more.
Gift City in Gujarat continues to shine as a beacon of innovation and sustainability with its state-of-the-art infrastructure, such as the automated waste collection system. This modern technology positions Gift City among the world's leading smart cities, showcasing a commitment to efficient, eco-friendly solutions. Union Minister of New and Renewable Energy, Prasar Joshi, visited Gift City and gained insights into the functioning of the AWCS plant. The minister was impressed by how the system streamlines waste management, enhancing the city's sustainability goals.
इंटरनेशनल फाइनेंशियल सर्विस सेंटर गिफ्ट सिटी में जो है उधर से काम करना एक अपने आप में एक गर्व की बात है। इरेडा को ये आज लेटर मिला है। मुझे पूरा विश्वास है इस आईएफएससी में इरेडा एक न्यू हाइट पर पहुंचेंगी और इसके लिए और जहां तक गिफ्ट सिटी है, मैं पहली बार आया हूं। गिफ्ट सिटी का कंसेप्ट ही तो एक तरह बहुत ही unimaginable है।
In a strategic move further bolstering Gift City's status as a green financial hub, the Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency, or IREDA, has incorporated a new company within the International Financial Services Centre, IFSC, at Gift City. This initiative reflects IREDA's mission to pioneer innovative approaches to green financing, promoting sustainable development through renewable energy investments. Union Minister Prasar Joshi was briefed on this significant development, marking another milestone in India's journey towards a greener future. The synergy between Gift City's advanced infrastructure and IREDA's green financing initiatives illustrates a forward-thinking approach to urban development and renewable energy. Tapas Bhattacharya's report, Gujarat, for DD India.
And India's Minister for Electronics and Information Technology, Ashwini Vaishnav, announced in a social media post that Apple's newly launched iPhone 16 has been made in India as part of the Make in India initiative of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government. So big tech major Apple unveiled its artificial intelligence boosted iPhone 16 range of smartphones at its flagship Glow Time event in Cupertino Monday night. Apple bets the AI feature will drive consumers to upgrade amid a slowdown in iPhone sales. Apple Intelligence is the company's AI software. Apple's AI features are designed to transform its virtual assistant Siri into smarter and more versatile, with new features such as creating customized emojis within seconds. A test version of Apple Intelligence will be available in the US version of the English language next month. It will be available for other localized versions of English in December, with versions in languages including Chinese, French, Japanese, and Spanish next year. The iPhone 16 lineup is the first Apple smartphone designed around these AI features. SpaceX launched its daring Polaris Dawn mission on Tuesday. a multi-day orbital expedition carrying a 4-member civilian crew for the first spacewalk by non-professional astronauts. Liftoff of Polaris dawn, SpaceX said on X, alongside a photo of the rocket as it took off. SpaceX launched a private crew on breakthrough spacewalk mission using the company's new spacesuits and a redesigned spacecraft. A billionaire entrepreneur, a retired military fighter pilot, and 2 SpaceX employees were launched from NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida aboard SpaceX's Crew Dragon capsule, the spacecraft's 5th private space mission. Still to come on DD India Live. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken meets his British counterpart David Lammy in London. And EU Foreign Policy Chief Josep Borrell holds a meeting with Egypt's Foreign Minister. Russia's defense ministry on Tuesday claimed to capture a town in eastern Ukraine and 3 other villages in the Donetsk region. Krasnogorivka town lies 20 kilometers from Donetsk and served as a key stronghold for Kyiv. Russian Security Council Secretary Sergei Shoigu ruled out any ceasefire talks with Ukraine after the Ukrainian incursion into Russia's Kursk region on the 6th of August. Russian forces have advanced 1,000 kilometers into eastern Ukraine since last month.
Speaking about the diversion of forces, of course, the offensive that is going on in Donbass, practically on the front, there are almost 1,000 square kilometers. It becomes clear that the main desire was to distract our forces, so that we distract forces from there and move them to the Kursk direction. But thank God we have enough forces and the troops continue to advance.
Ukraine attacked Russia with 144 drones in an overnight attack over the Ramenskoye region of the capital Moscow on Tuesday. The biggest ever attacks on Russia killed 1 woman and injured at least 3. Russia claims they shot down at least 20 drones, while 2 high-rise apartment buildings were damaged and several flats caught fire. 43 people were evacuated to temporary accommodation centers. Major airports were closed and more than 50 flights were diverted from the capital. Emergency crews were dispatched to nearby regions. Meanwhile, at least 3 people were injured in an overnight Russian drone and missile strike across 13 Ukrainian regions. Ukraine's Air Force shot down 38 out of 46 drones. Several buildings were damaged as the strike caused fire across Cherkasy, Kyiv, and Kherson cities. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken met Britain's Foreign Secretary David Lammy in London on Tuesday. Blinken and Lammy addressed a joint press conference. Blinken, who is on a 2-day visit to the United Kingdom, is scheduled to meet Prime Minister Keir Starmer to discuss efforts to support Ukraine and the West Asia conflicts. The leaders will also hold talks on UK-US strategic dialogue and cover areas of defense and security. Blinken will also meet senior government officials to discuss issues including the Indo-Pacific, the AUKUS Defense Pact among the US, Australia and Britain as well. EU Foreign Policy Chief Josep Borrell held a meeting with the Egyptian Foreign Minister Badr Abdelatty. Borrell said the European Union is ready to leverage its logistics to assist in reopening the Rafah border crossing. On Monday, he visited Egypt's side of the Rafah border crossing and toured the border operations guided by the Egyptian Red Crescent. He also met with the country's President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi.
And we also have to focus our collective effort to achieve a ceasefire and a hostage deal in Gaza, while doing everything we can to improve the catastrophic humanitarian situation of people there.
All eyes on the U.S. presidential debate between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. The 90-minute debate hosted by ABC News will take place in the city of Philadelphia at 0100 GMT. Pre-written notes are prohibited and mics will be muted to ensure a fair exchange. Polls indicate a tight race, making this debate crucial in shaping voter opinion. The high-decibel U.S. presidential election campaign has already got worldwide attention. Speeches, statements and allegations by both camps have in fact become regular news fodder for global media houses. And spicing it all are the advertisements that either camp is releasing about the other.
The high-stakes race for the White House has become a no-holds-barred verbal duel between U.S. Vice President and Democratic candidate Kamala Harris and Republican nominee and former U.S. President Donald Trump. Apart from speeches and personal assaults, the campaign teams have been rather busy churning out many advertisements. And many of these ads are more about the opponents rather than the policies and issues at helm. Kamala Harris's campaign team has targeted what it claims Trump's lies in one of these ads.
$35 insulin. You know who did that? I did that.
Obviously not true. Here's Joe Biden signing that piece of legislation.
In another advertisement, Harris-Walz's campaign team got a collage of many of Trump's former associates who have now gone against him. On the other hand, Team Trump is also not letting up any efforts to target Kamala Harris's record as the Vice President of the United States. The Trump campaign team has also targeted Biden administration's policies on inflation.
Bidenomics. That is called Bidenomics.
Trump is also endorsing a film made on him by an independent filmmaker. All this part of his campaign. The debate on Tuesday will be one of the most watched TV news shows in the US, with viewers from across the strata glued to their TV screens to know more about the candidates and their views on the issues that matter to each one of them. Also watching rather keenly and to the minutest of details will be the campaign team from both the camps. The debate will surely generate television rating points for TV channel Tuesday night and perhaps news points for the media houses across the globe. But the debate will also prove to be a treasure trove for campaign teams as they search more material for targeted advertisements in the run-up to November 5th polling. Bureau Report, TD India.
All right, now take a look at what else is making news around the world. Pope Francis held an open-air mass in East Timor with thousands of people in attendance bearing Vatican flags, creating history. Earlier, the only such large-scale mass was held by Pope John Paul in 1989. The Pope is on a 3-day visit to East Timor, part of his 12-day tour of Southeast Asia and the Pacific. A district court of The Hague in the Netherlands convicted 2 Pakistani political leaders for making calls for the murder of anti-Muslim lawmaker Geert Wilders. The court did not provide much details about the 2 people as they were in their absence. The 2 have been sentenced to differing years of imprisonment for incitement and threats to murder. Farmers took to streets in thousands in Australia's capital protesting against the government farming policies. They claimed that these policies were affecting their livelihood as they seemed to be influenced by climate activists. This is the first large gathering of farmers since 1980s, with farmers arguing the government policies are restricting their farming capacities. American actor and stage legend James Earl Jones, best known for voicing the iconic villain Darth Vader of Star Wars, is no more. He died at the age of 93 at his home in Pawling, New York. Jones was also acclaimed for lending his voice to King Mufasa in Disney's animated feature The Lion King. Jones had a prolific and varied career for over 6 decades, who worked with some of the greatest figures in cinema and theatre, including Stanley Kubrick in his 1964 Cold War satire Dr. Strangelove. Widely regarded as among the world's greatest stage and screen actors, Jones is one of the few entertainers to have won the EGOT, that includes Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony, though his Academy Award was honorary. And with that, it's a wrap on this edition of DD India Live. You can get all the latest news and updates on the DD India mobile app. It's available on Android and iOS platforms. You can scan the QR code on the screen to download it. So let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. You can connect with us on Facebook, X and Instagram. You can also check out our website ddindia.co.in. We will be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Ramesh Ramachandran. From all of us here in New Delhi, thanks for watching DD India Live.